Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field, we've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's the Angels and the Reapers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And towing the slab in this one, Cool Papa Bell. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
All right, just about ready for baseball. Jeremy Pena digs in now. And we're underway. On the ground, right side, Rafaela tosses to first, one out in the top of the first. So digging in, Ceddanne Rafaela. Check swing called strike. It's 0-1. Swings through that.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
To the right side, and it's through for a hit. And a man aboard.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team to bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here comes Schwartz to the plate. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. Ground ball right side, it squirts through. Safe at second, and he gets back in.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. Rafaela over at second. Schwarber at first, one gone. Close, but call the ball.
Ooh, wow.
And now it's even 1-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. Got him swinging for the strikeout. This is Willie Castro. Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming home. He will score, and they take the lead. Buxton returns it to the infield. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Tap foul at the plate.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
And that is that. Back here at the friendly confines. And today's starting pitcher, Aaron Nola. What do we have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Justin Crawford leading things off and takes a strike. In the air, left field. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena.
I think one of my favorite things about Nola is his consistency, Boog. I mean, we talk about his strikeout numbers and everything else, but the fact he's able to produce the way he does, start after start, makes him a valuable piece for any team he plays for.
Out to short, and it's through for a hit.
Fastball down and in. Good spot to get a ground ball, but that one had eyes. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. And that drops in for a strike. A little bit low. Ball one.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Right side. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Leading off, Kazuma Okamoto. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. And that one fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Crawford moving under this one. And he makes the catch. One up, one down. Will Smith to the plate. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016.
That's a ball.
The 1-0 from Bell. And a swing and a miss. Strike two. And that skips in the dirt. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty. Two down, bases empty. And now it's going to be Yandy Diaz. First offering way inside, almost got him. 2-0 the count. Here it comes. Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. Hit on the ground to short. The throw to first. 3rd out. Back here at Wrigley Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Byron Buxton. That's in there. Strike 1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Just missed. Cut on and miss, struck him out, and there's 1 down. Luis Ariz stands in. Going 1.
Yeah.
Fastball for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Foul ball.
In the air to left center. Takes it in for the out. And that quickly 2 away. The batter now will be Will Smith. And a foul ball. Comes up empty. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one missed.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the inning is over. Here at Wrigley Field, stepping in, Jeremy Pena. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Here's your 1. Liner caught at second. 1 out, man at first. Here's the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that's off
inside.
the
That's the ball.
inside edge. And that is ball 1. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, double play. And the inning is over. As we go to the last of the third, digging in, number 86. In there at the knees, 0-1. That's a strike. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. This is Corbin Carroll.
Oh, an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
The 0-1. And
oh, wow.
Swing and a miss. 2 away. So up next, Cedar Rafaela. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Oh, wow.
Start of the fourth. Now it's the right fielder, Tyler O'Neill. This one in the air, center field. Buxton should have this one. And there's one away. So digging in, Willie Castro.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
That's a base hit. So man aboard, and here is Xander Bogaerts. Flying to left his first time. And there's a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. And it's off the top of the wall. Castro around third. Now a relay to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. And a run comes in to score. At the plate, Kazuma Okamoto. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Next offering is down low. And that one missing low.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Struck him out looking. Back here at the friendly confines. Now the left fielder, Justin Crawford.
Well, these players, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
One away. Now it's going to be Jeremy Pena.
Ball.
And that's in for a strike. Dominican Republic up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. One and 2 now. Got him. 2 gone. Ken Griffey Jr. will hit next. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1. Next offering is fouled back. The 0-2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Schwarber has a beat on it, and that is that. Back here at Wrigley Field, leading off, Will Smith. Foul ball. The 0-1. And a swing and a miss. That one way inside. Liner, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
He makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third. Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Jeremy Pena. 1 for 2. And a big swing and a miss. In the air to left center. Buxton settles under this one. And makes the grab. Runner tagging from third. Just ahead of the throw. He scores. It's 3-zip. Here's the center fielder, Ceddanne Rafaela. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Got him to chase one above the zone there. This one in the air right field. And an automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground. So runner at second, 2 down. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1. Set down on strikes. Good job at damage control right there. Here at Wrigley Field, and now the center fielder, Byron Buxton. First pitch doesn't find the zone. This one in the air center field. Rafaela drifts towards it, and there's one down. Luis Arias now at the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Out towards right center field. And there's 2 away. And up to the plate is Will Smith. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh.
2 down, nobody on. And that's in for a strike. hit on the ground to short. Pena. On to first. 3 up, 3 down. On the north side of Chicago, John Shelby and Chris Singleton. Top 6. Tyler O'Neill getting ready to hit. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. O'Neill, 30 years old now, and he was born in Canada. On the ground, out to short. Fires to first on the run, and very nicely done for the out. Now it's the second baseman, Willie Castro. Grounds one to short. Pena. Fires over to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. 2 outs, base is empty. Here comes X to the plate. On the ground. And that one handled. Over to first. Bogart's retired. That's the inning. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom of the 6th. Number 86 digs in now. In the air, out towards right center. Rafaela gets under it. And there's one down. Now at the plate, Corbin Carroll. Struck out swinging his first time. And that one fouled off. Dominican Republic leading by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And he lays down a bunt. Not in time. He's safe. Here's the second baseman, Cedar Rafaela. Check swing. He held up, and it's 1-0.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important at getting back into this ballgame.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. The underhand flip. There's one. On to first. Save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. So the lineup flips over. Here's the left fielder, Justin Crawford. That one's in there. And it's 0-1.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you,
runner on the go. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Now a slow roller to second. To first, and he beats it.
Oh, wow. You get that line quick.
First and second, 2 outs. Jeremy Pena, and a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. On the ground to the left. Just foul down the right field line. Wow. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. That is the inning. Back here at Wrigley Field, stepping in, Kazuma Okamoto. And first offering is fouled off. That one fouled off. 0-2 now. In the air to left center. Crawford on the move. Reaching for it and brings it in. Now here is Will Smith.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Outside low. Ball 2. And another ball.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. You've got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And that's low for ball 4. Yandy Diaz now. That one found hard the other way.
Nope, that's in.
And that That is cut on and missed. And the count 1-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Man at first, one away. On the ground to third. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. Here at Wrigley Field, now it's the DH, Ken Griffey Jr. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And he hits a ground ball right side. And he's out on the tag. Byron Buxton will hit next. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
No, that's in.
2-0 count to a guy with this much pop at the dish. You better expect him to be turning on something. It's going to either get hit hard to the pull side.
This ball is hammered deep center field. Wow. Way back there. On its way out of here. A solo shot. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1. Luis Arias now at the plate.
That's the ball.
The 1-0.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead in the count with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Slash foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. The 1-2. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
2 away. And here's the third baseman.
Oh,
in the air center field.
Ian.
Rafaela makes his way towards it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. We go to the 8th. Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit.
It's good speed at the top.
Here's a high chopper and a foul ball. 0-1 now. Foul ball there. On the ground to third. To first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. So up next, Ceddanne Rafaela.
That's in. Ball.
Check swing called strike. And it's a ball to strike. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that drops foul. Fights it off, you'll see another. That's outside.
No, that's out.
And the count's even at 2. To third. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And Kyle Schwarber will come up.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So the inning is still alive with Tyler O'Neill coming to the dish. And here is Tyler O'Neill. Tap foul at the plate. Schwarber leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Oh.
In the dirt.
That's a ball.
Right back to her on the mound. Throws to first, and O'Neill is back here at the friendly confines. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Corbin Carroll. Is in now. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Mason Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton. Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Right back to him on the mound. Throws to first in time. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Ceddanne Rafaela.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
Ball to strike. There's a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. Back to the top of the order now. Now the left fielder, Justin Crawford.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Next pitch, not close, up high. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Ripped to right. And that's got extra bases written all over it.
Oh, it don't.
That is the inning. Back here at Wrigley Field, all set to start the 9th in this one. Willie Castro now at the plate. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. So a man at first. Here's Bogarts now. Swinging a ground ball. And foul ball.
Ooh, that was close. That was clear.
On the ground to short. Sends it across to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. Here's the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. That one fouled off. Man at second. That one ripped but foul. Missed with a changeup. Now 1-2. And that's where you swing. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. In the dirt, blocked. Now the tag at third, and they got it. And that is that. Here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the 9th. Jeremy Pena getting ready to hit. Out towards right center field, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Ken Griffey Jr. will hit next. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Swing and a miss. And they're down to their last out. Buxton at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. They're down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.